Oh, hello, everybody. We are QOTD, and you're watching the Question of the Day Big Show all week long. You guys have been looking at our questions of the day. You have been recording your own answers and voting on them and sending stars and everything. And then the best ones are going to show up in today's show in our competition style show. And then we're going to vote. We're going to pick the best answer for each question, and then we're going to run them off in a big finals because it's like the show The Highlander. There can be only one. I know you have no idea what I'm talking about, Trish, but it's sci-fi iconography. Anyway, that's the way that we play the game. If you guys want to play along, you can just pop over to BeOnTheAir.com, click the record button, and record your answers, send stars, and vote. Or you can just watch our amazingness. How about that? There are links that are going to appear in the chat that you can click on that will take you right to the page to record if you decide now is my time, that I want to be on the air, and I hope that you do. But listen, I don't want to waste a lot of time because we've got 7 questions from 7 days that we need to listen, talk about, and mock. So does anybody have any idea what our questions are today?
Oh, I have a theme.
Yes, Miss Trish.
This week's theme is instant gratification. This week's QOTDs let players instantly switch seats with their boss. We gave them an instant college degree and even instant fame.
I had not actually seen that, but you are so right. And instant gratification is also the theme of my life.
Well, without further ado, do you want to get into the show with the first question?
Let's get into it.
Yes.
First question. We wanted to know if today was your very last day on Earth, how would you spend the day? Anything you want.
Well, so instant gratification, or maybe I want to do something that expresses my gratitude for all of the days that I've had up until my last day. I'm gonna go with instant gratification, of course. Yeah, big pot, ice cream and spaghetti, all mixed up in one. You know?
Oh yeah. No, for me, I think my last day, I'm going to theme parks. I think people said this, going to Six Flags. I'm going to Dorney Park. I think that's just the perfect. Speaking of instant gratification, getting all those super expensive foods and just going on thrill rides all day sounds like an incredible time. What could be better?
Nice.
Yeah, I think this is definitely, there's so many things you can do though. You can take the more happy and exciting approach, or you can take the heartwarming approach, spending time with family and friends. I personally am ready to do both.
You sound like you're mocking heartwarmingness.
He's yeah, some people do that. Whatever. I'm going on a roller coaster. Bye.
Just like QOTD, these questions provide insight into our personalities, right?
And my personality is all that mushy stuff. Blah. I think we have some answers coming in from fans about what they would do on their last day. So let's see if they're living it up or taking it more low key.
If it were my last day on Earth, I would just be spending all of my time with my family. I would literally just be hugging them and cuddling them nonstop and just talking about our favorite memories and our favorite experiences together. I would just be trying to soak up as much time as possible with the people that matter to me the most.
I feel so bad for what I said before now.
If today was my last day on Earth, I would spend it at Disney World. I would spend every last dime I have at Disney World. I love Disney World, and I haven't been there since I was in high school, so I would definitely spend my day there. And I think it would be awesome. So,
all right. She's in JJ's camp.
If today was my last day on Earth, I would 100% spend it with my friends and family, and we definitely do something fun, go to an amusement park like Disney World or Six Flags, just to have the best memories possible as my last day on Earth.
You can have it all. Colleague.
We have both. Wow, innovative.
Today was my last day on Earth. I'll probably spend it with my mom and my little brother and my girlfriend. Why?
Yes.
Mainly because at the end of the day, your loved ones, it's what really matters. And yeah, that would be awesome.
So sweet.
Heartwarming message.
All day in the mountains in Montana with my family and my baby girl.
Oh.
See? She's gonna...
If this was my last day, I'd probably go see all the friends I could, and then go skydiving or all those other bucket list items as quickly as I can, and just cause some chaos and hope I don't hurt anyone, but just have fun.
And the order is important. First, he's got to do the gratitude things before his parachute doesn't open. That's the idea. Hey, everybody, it's time to vote. We're going to send one of these to the finals. I want you to pick your favorite. Who is the most entertaining, or who do you agree with, or what illuminated you and changed your life right here on the Question of the Day show. Click the blue buttons. Oh, by the way, if you don't see blue buttons on the bottom of your screen, you can click the link in the chat because you're probably on Twitch or YouTube. And need to get yourself over to a screen that has voting buttons on it, right? So that'll pop open those buttons. Click on that link and help us pick the best question answer ever.
Family or amusement park?
Yeah.
Big one.
Yeah. It's like Friends plus Chaos was the theme, I think. It was Friends or Chaos or Friends and
Yeah. I do like Dan's answer because it's like, what if you dove into your friends and family's houses? That'd be fun.
Looks like Dan is our winner.
Well said, Dan.
I guess if you go skydiving, it might just become your last day on Earth unintentionally.
Yeah.
You know, there's always that.
What if it, like, you've been saving it your whole life? Like, hey, man, I want to go skydiving on my last day, or I want to go skydiving, but I'm too afraid to. And then you do it because today's your last day, and you go like, man, I really missed this. I should have been doing this for years. So my advice to everybody is like, you got those items that you're saving for your last day? Do it tomorrow, right? Take the day off work and go jump out of an airplane.
Oh, goodness.
I mean, that wouldn't be my thing. I would do something else exciting, but not that. But that's something. Whatever it is that you really want to do, let's do it now, right? Carpe diem.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, skydive, or you could also that's also an option, fly the plane.
That's
to let other people skydive.
Exactly as risky. If you
So speaking of getting in the driver's seat, taking control, that kind of leads us into our next question, which was less of a question and more of something that we reached out to our fans for, which is give your boss a performance review. If you could switch seats, have your boss sit across the table and tell him or her what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, what would you tell them? This is actually a tough question because it's obviously easy to say all the things that you would do differently, you think, but when you're actually the boss, it's hard. Like, as the employee, you have your list of tasks and your own objectives that have been set out for you. But as a boss, everybody's objectives are your objectives and like a million more on top of that, right? So it's not easy at the top, is it?
No, and no matter who you are, you got your own boss, right? There's somebody yelling down your boss's throat, right?
Yes.
True. Good point. Yes. Good point.
There's something about stuff flows downhill. But listen, we've all been through those. It stinks, when you're getting the performance review. Maybe you've worked really hard, or maybe you're really counting on that raise. And meanwhile, arbitrarily, corporate said, listen, we can only give people a 3.5% raise this year. And so then they start coming up with reasons not to do it. You go, well, you really didn't fill out your time cards appropriately, and your trash basket was always full at the end of the day. Whatever it was. And so it's like, you know what? I've been through it. It's really hard. You don't do a good job of it. Now it's my turn. Guys, tell us what you would say if, the gloves were off with your boss. That's kind of what this is about.
Yeah. I think we have some answers coming in from fans right now. So let's see what they would have to say if the turntable is the shoes on the other foot.
Okay, my boss is generally wonderful. I love him to death, but he goes from like 0 to 60 on everything. 60, 100, 1,000, whatever. He goes from being like, doesn't care about anything at all to being right with his nose in the middle of everything, and from being like completely nonchalant to being out.
It was sort of like an open-faced compliment sandwich.
So my boss is pretty awesome this time around. Now, if we were talking about my former boss, we might have to do something different. But this boss has been epic, including me in everything, and downright just giving me the freedom to create like I want to. So I'm ecstatic with working with him.
Nice.
That's good. That's
I want to hear about that last boss.
I would have to say, for not my current boss, but previous bosses, direction would be really helpful, and to not put so much pressure. We're just serving ads. We're not doing brain surgery.
It's PR, not the ER.
I'll have to give my boss an A. Super nice guy, always trying to make me reach my limits and always pushing me harder to improve myself. So yeah, A star.
Nice.
That's a good boss.
Yeah, very good boss.
Mr. Boss Man, I'm glad that you can join me today. Now, I see that your performance in the past 5 years that you've been working with me has been great, but this last month you've been really awful at accepting time requests. What's the deal with that?
I'm glad we
I
had
don't
this
know.
Yeah, you tell me. Yeah, that's gonna go well.
Right now, I'd like to give my boss a big fat F. And that's only because I'm sure she'd give me that right now. But I know it's only because like tensions are really high and things are pretty stressful at work. But it just means lots of room to improve, right?
ER, not ER. I love that. Well done, Reid. So, it's time to vote, right? Is it going to be Amanda, whose boss goes 0 to 60, or Andre, epic boss, gives him the freedom to create, or Christina, whose boss is like putting way too much pressure on something which is kind of silly. Beaton's, his boss pushes him to be his best. Angelicia, her boss is not accepting time requests. I think we're not going to give them a raise this year. Or Heather gave her boss a big fat F. Who's it going to be? Vote for one of these people by clicking the blue buttons on the bottom of your screen. And if you're on YouTube or maybe Twitch, you can go to BeOnTheAir.com. There's links in the chat, and there you can quickly vote. Yep. There's a voting screen.
I will say, I love how Angelicia framed her answer as a performance review. It definitely adds a little bit.
Yeah. Well, hello.
Got someone coming in. This is gonna. Christina.
Christina. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Christina had something on her mind. That's like one of those things, and I think that this is kind of the beauty of this one, is that you're probably not going to really say that to your boss because, you're hoping to have a good relationship going forward. And you notice everybody's like, well, my current boss is fine, but my ass. Case, right?
My last boss, though. Yeah.
Well, what if you were really, really at the top? What if you were the boss of all bosses, like uber famous?
Like Jeff Bezos. He doesn't have a boss, I imagine.
Right?
Yeah.
Holders, we're his bosses.
But our next question is...
Like Milo.
You were famous. Super famous.
Yeah.
What would you be famous for?
Oh. Famously rich, famously nice.
Yes.
Famously ourselves.
Famously famous.
There you go.
Famously famous, like so many people today.
I was thinking about this the other day. In another life, I definitely was a Nepo baby, and I would have been so good at it.
So you'd be famous at just having famous parents.
Yeah, famously famous.
Yeah, like the Trump kid, right?
Yeah, I was thinking more like Sofia Coppola's daughter, something like that.
Wow.
Like she made one TikTok of her making pasta and it just blew up because of who she was. And I was like, yeah, I could do that.
I saw that TikTok. It was incredible.
It was great. And everyone's like, wow, Sophia's got some competition. And then her dad is Francis Coppola too. So it's just like.
But it's sort of like being like, you know, Prince Harry or even Prince William, right? It's like, what did they ever do? I mean,
I would love to be like a Dutch heiress or something like that. Like you're online for the throne, but you don't actually have any responsibilities. That would be so cool.
Right.
That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Well, I think we have some answers coming in from fans. So let's see if any of them want to be famously famous children, or if they want to have some skills that they going to make it to the top with.
If I got to be a celebrity, it would be, I'll be famous for cooking. So a celebrity chef. I love cooking. I love eating and everything about, you know, bistro or gastronomy, going to different restaurants, trying new recipes from all around the world. So definitely a celebrity chef.
And every time you went to a restaurant, you'd get the best table and they'd give you like all like rock.
If I got to be a celebrity, I would definitely want to be one of those mid-tier celebrities that did work with period dramas. I geek out on those, like Rain, Bridgerton. Obviously, everyone loves Bridgerton, but I would love to just be like a smaller, still famous actress that gets to wear those gowns and travel and go to these castles, like every girl's dream. So yeah, I'd want to be famous for being able to act.
And then you're like 15 on the call sheet, so you don't have to wake up that early. It's good.
If I became a celebrity and became famous, what would I become famous for? I would become famous for my animations. Now, I love animation, right? And so I would want to create like a show, some movies, and people will love it. They'll get Oscars, Emmys, they'll be all over the place. Like, it would be like the best thing ever. They'll be super popular and it'll be super good too.
Big dreams.
Yeah. We believe in you, Rihanna.
If I got to be a celebrity, maybe I'd like to become famous for acting in a movie or being a voice actor. But what I really want to become famous for, if I were to be a celebrity, is that I would be a celebrity who is a good person, who is kind to others, who doesn't exploit others, and is one of those actors where if you meet them at a restaurant or something, you know, they're just a good person and don't, you know, let anything get to their head. I really just want to be someone other people can look up to.
Yeah. You can do that now. That guy.
Probably being a superstar athlete, playing basketball for the NBA.
The other things he wants to.
That's right.
I'd say being a producer for music. That'd be nice to be famous, I guess, for that. Maybe like, well, not, yeah, like Kanye, I don't know. Except without the crazy, I'd say, but he's awesome. So as far as the music is concerned.
The classic example, separating the artist from the art.
Yeah. Wow. So we're going to be like Annabelle, a celebrity chef, or Sonia wants to be kind of a B actor, you know, famous enough. Rihanna wants to be a celebrity animator, like Frankenstein, I suppose. Elias wants to be a famous ethical actor, a nice thing. The real James wants to be the real LeBron James. That would have been the real James. And Resurrex Quando is going to be something famous and good. I think I missed. Oh yeah, Kanye wants to, but just, not great, but better. Mm-hmm. Kanye best. Guys, it's time to vote. Click the blue buttons on the bottom of your screen. If you don't see buttons, maybe you're on YouTube, there's links in the chat that will open up a page where you can just vote. And then we're going to send one of these guys to the finals because they were the best. They were Kanye best.
Yeah, I'm glad that we got like a good mix of answers. I don't think anyone really repeated except for the actors, but I think everyone had their own thing, which is good.
But even the actors, there was variety there.
Mm-hmm.
True. I love
this. The real James.
The real LeBron James is going.
Yeah. Well, there's LeBron James, and then there's James Harden. and then there's the real James.
Yeah.
So we got two fakers in the NBA.
There we go.
Watch out.
Well, hey guys, speaking of fat cats and top dogs, our next question has to do with your pets. And we wanted to know, bear with me now, does your cat or dog think it's human, or does your cat or dog think you're another cat or dog?
I got it. I got it, exactly what you're saying. So, like, I got a bunch of dogs. I got a couple of cats too. And we're all like tight. Like at night, we just like, we'll like turn on the TV and everybody will just get into a big puppy pile and like hang out. And so, like, we could be in a cave, like way back in, cave dog days. And like, they think that we're a pack. My dogs definitely think that I'm a dog. And when I come home, they do all that dog stuff. I'm not going to tell you where they put their nose, but it's like they think that I must be a dog. My cat, however, knows the difference. My cat knows that the cat's a cat. My cat knows that I'm a human, and my cat keeps me on a tight leash. And maybe that's, maybe that's all for the best. But I don't know. People have expressed different opinions during the week about this one. And maybe their dog likes to wear a hat, or like go to work or wear shoes.
Maybe their dog pays rent. Who knows?
That's a response.
Exactly. Well, I think we have some answers coming in from fans. So let's see what they think. Are their pets human, or are they another pet? Let's see.
Okay, so I don't have a dog or a cat currently, but when I did have a dog, honestly, I don't think she thought that I was a dog. I think pets are usually pretty smart, and they kind of know that you're just a human. I've also heard that there's the thing with elephants. I think it's elephants that they know humans are humans, and they like actually react to them as we would react to a dog. Like they think we're like super cute. I feel like dogs think that humans are cute too, because they like just freak out over humans.
Wow. Yeah.
Interesting.
My dog definitely thinks everybody's a dog. So we have a turtle, we have lizards, we have birds, we have a cat, and the dog treats every animal like another dog. The dog is convinced that the cat is a dog. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it is.
Go on walks.
I would say the dog thinks everybody's a dog. Because even when I had a little tiny bird that I found, a fledgling, the dog even thought the bird was a dog. So, unfortunately, dogs are not the brightest. They think everything else is a dog.
Yeah. That's so funny.
I don't know if my dog thinks I am a dog or not. They try to treat me as I am one, or they do their own thing. But I do think that my dog thinks that they are a person and that they can just go anywhere and do anything, but they cannot. So
that was the question.
Person?
Yep. Dog thinks it's a human.
Person.
Does my dog think I'm a dog? My dog isn't. I think dogs are smart. They definitely know we're something different. But my dog does think it's a human. It'll like prop itself up against the chair and sit like that with the hands up like this. It's a good time. It seems like she's always trying to copy us, or like when we're watching like a movie, she'll like sit up and watch a movie with us. But, nah, I'm definitely a human to that dog.
My dog does the same thing.
She's trying to emulate our habits.
I believe that my dog thinks that it's a person, because a lot of the times if I act way too smart for just being a dog, so and when I do things it would try to copy me and mimic what I do. So at times I feel like it thinks of itself as a person instead of a dog.
and his turtle thinks that he's a turtle too.
Now, my cat probably does think that I'm a big dumb cat. She's always trying to trick me, fool me, and get ahead of me. She will follow me around, you know, ask for attention and playtime and let me pet her. And then right after that, she'll go right to her food spot where her cat food is, ignore that, and sit there and stare at me because she wants her tuna. She'll sit there for 30 minutes to an hour and just wait. And on top of that, at nighttime, she'll go out and sometimes she'll kill a mouse and she'll bring it in and she'll put it on me as like a present or a way of showing off, I guess.
Yeah, that actually is the classic example, right? It's disgusting, but all cats do it. Yes. One time I came home from a party, I like brought people back. Come on, let's go. You know, we'll have a little after party. Came back and my cats had lined up like mice, chipmunks, and rabbits.
Oh gosh,
all DED. And
my gosh!
But they were lined up really neatly. Like, hey guys, here's something that you might like to serve your guests. You know. So who are we going to, guys? Is it going to be Becca, of Chris, Way, or Mike? Some people thought that their pets thought they were, you know, different species. And, you know, I guess that Mike and Hector felt that their pets felt that they were pets. It's a complicated question. It's the kind of sophisticated entertainment that we give you here on Be on the Air.
You are welcome.
Yes, so you can head on over to BeOnTheAir.com if you're not already there, and you can click on those blue squares and send someone to the final championship round.
Yeah. Maybe you just like watching. You know what you should do? Subscribe. Right? Just click the subscribe button. You're going to get a question of the day notification or in your box, but however you're set up, you're going to get a new question every day that you can watch and you can sort of think about. Yeah. So Hector's like, his dogs think that he's a dog.
But he's got a lot of pets.
Yeah, it's giving we bought a zoo.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Well, should we switch gears here? Do you guys want to talk about something entirely different?
Yeah, sure.
Let's do it.
Another one of our QOTDs from this week, which I loved, was asking about your forever age. If you guys could pick an age and stay there for the rest of your days, what age would it be?
Oh, that's a good one. We're just talking about dog ages? Yeah, look, I gotta say that I know that everybody's gonna say like, oh, I want to be 19 because that was good, right? Or I want to be, 21, but I think that a lot of that's overrated. You're not really like fully formed until, your brain isn't developed until you're 25, and like you don't have like the necessary experience to be interesting at all until you're 40, and then you like start really kicking in gear. So I would go like towards the older side. I would go 40 plus. That's me. But you guys you don't have the perspective. You can't possibly answer that question. Full knowledge. Because you don't know.
That's right.
I don't know. I think I could answer that question pretty confidently right now.
Okay.
You may try.
I say, I want to be baby.
Throughout this whole week, it's been like, I'm baby, guys.
You just want to be patted and pampered.
Yes, and burped.
Yeah. You don't have to feed yourself. You don't even I find it compelling, but the problem is like, you're not going to remember, like, do you remember being burped?
No.
Not maybe someplace deep inside you, like, yeah, they burped me too hard. But, like in terms of knowledge that you can use, like, you don't remember all that stuff.
But he won't lose that memory because he's going to live it forever. It's hope.
Every day would be a new and exciting day. You're like, bring me up.
New and exciting burp every day.
I think we have some answers coming in from fans. Let's see if people agree that it's 40s, if people agree that it's baby, and if they want to get burped every day for the rest of their lives.
The age would be 22. I was fresh out of college, had my first job, my first house, and my first car, a decent income that was enough to accommodate all my expenses, and I was taking a lot of travels and tours of places I've always dreamt of going. That's the best age of my life, 22.
She accomplished a lot.
Yeah. I feel like that's stuff you do like in your 30s from what I hear.
If I could choose an age that lasts, I guess, forever, then I would choose my age now, in my early 20s, because I can say, and I am confident to say, that I am living my best life right now. I am happy with my current situation. I am alive, I am healthy and all. So definitely, I'm choosing what I have right now.
Being in vibrant health would be nice. You guys must be.
If I were to choose a age to be forever, I would probably choose, like in your mid-20s, like 25, probably 26, because, it's right in the middle of, like old and young, in the sweet spot right here. So, like, you would have time to, fully grow out your beard and mustache, and you wouldn't look that old, but you wouldn't also look that young. So I believe that is probably the best age to be forever.
That's a good point, that you do want to be old enough to grow a good mustache and beard.
If you could choose the age to be forever, what would it be and why? For this one, I'm going to say I'd like to be 2 again, and I'd like to be able to poo my pants and then have someone else clean it up for me, and then feed me and do everything. I can just sit around and watch TV all day and do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, thank you, Brendan, for saying what was on all of our minds.
Brendan is baby.
I'm going to start with definitely not 29. Everything starts to hurt by this time. I liked it when I was probably, I'd say like 22, 23, when I had enough, like when I was an adult and I could do whatever I wanted, but my body didn't hurt every day when I woke up. Everything was pretty decent right then. I could also go out and get as drunk as I wanted and not have a terrible hangover the next morning. So those were good times.
Compelling argument there, my friend. Compelling.
Man, if I was 21 forever and never had the age or grow up past 21, I would love that. Why? Because you're an adult. You're young still. You can be fit. You can be active, fit. You can, drink with friends. And yeah, I think 21 probably.
So the tally here is 3 for early 20s, 1 for mid 20s, and then 2. I worked. I think it was 4 for early 20s, 1 for mid 20s, 1 for.
I think 2 is slightly better than like newborn baby, because at least you can talk.
Yeah, you have the excitement of being able to toddle around.
Yeah, you can walk, you can talk, and everyone's really impressed by everything that you do.
Yeah, when you're like an infant, you're like a what do you call it? You're like a larva. It's the 4th trimester. You're not really, as I said before earlier, you're not really fully human. You're pretty. But yeah, so those later days I think would be pretty good. Everybody, you should vote. Who do you agree with, right? Is it going to be like early 20s, like all these guys? Or we're going to go for Big B? Or maybe mid 20s, like Mishak says. He wants to be old enough to be able to grow a good mustache. I respect that.
Yeah. Going over to BeOnTheAir.com, click those blue boxes and let us know. I think the median age from this one is early 20s. So I guess I have to live up my prime.
So if you want to get to BeOnTheAir.com, the quickest way is to click the links.
22.
No.
Okay.
But her 22 wasn't like my 22.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, she accomplished a lot before the age of 22.
House and a car?
A house and a car, but you know what it started with? Her college degree, she said. Which leads us into our next question.
Well transitioned.
We were wondering if you guys could just jump the line and just grab any college degree that you wanted, an advanced degree, without the education. Just grab it. What would it be? And what would you do with that degree?
Wow. Is there a degree in being LeBron James? Because I think I know a couple of people who would want to do that.
He's got his MBA, I think.
Thank you.
We are doing great with the jokes today and the puns. Yeah, no, I think that's such a good question. And there's so many, like, nowadays there's so many different degrees you can get stuff in. You can do it like library studies, engineering. You can do so many different things in advanced education.
There are more degrees than there are degrees of Kevin Bacon. You guys know that I'm a 2, right?
No.
Yeah, that makes you all 3s. Makes every show a 3.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Now I have something to talk about at a party. I'm a 3.
Yeah. I speak on and I'm a 3. I'm a 2. Yeah.
Perfect. Well, I think we have some degrees coming in from people, from the fans. So let's see what they would get their higher education in, and more importantly, what they would do with it.
If I could have an advanced degree in anything, I would choose to have a degree in digital marketing and social media management. I'm not sure that social media management is a degree, but I want to be really, really good at it so that I could use that degree to manage social media for healthcare practice.
Be a pioneer. You make it a degree.
So my advanced degree would be a doctorate in divinity. And I would be traveling the world speaking about evangelism and church growth, because that's where my heart is, really getting to know people, other cultures, and bringing them to the understanding of who Christ really is. And so, yeah, that's what I'd be doing.
So he was the opposite of the last fan in every possible
way.
way.
If I could have an advanced degree in anything, it would probably be the doctorate of musical arts or a master's in music production. And I would want to create albums, help people get the sounds they want for their albums, and be a music producer.
Word.
Go Spencer, yeah.
So mine would definitely be in accounting or something like that, because that's where the money is, and I mean, it's a pretty cool job when you get around to it,
Very practical. Can't have too many accountants or lawyers.
If I could, I would be an accountant, because I'm into freelance work and accountants can make pretty good money as a freelancing accountant, so.
Or hide pretty good money. If they're an evil CPA.
If I could have an advanced degree right now, I would probably want something in like animation or something that has to do with the arts. I love creating stuff, I love art, and I love to be creative, so I would like to create like my own TV show or movie. That would be something that I would aspire to.
Doctor of Cartoonology. I like it. Well, it's time to vote. We're going to go for Andre's Doctor of Divinity, Spencer's musicology degree. Bean and Angel both want to be accountants. I never thought I'd say that. And Rihanna, she wants to major in Disneyfication, I suppose. And Megan, social media. Very wise. Very wise. There are some practical ideas in here, right? People want the quick path to, stability, prosperity, and creative expression.
Yes.
Except accounts. They don't want that. They want the other things.
Yes. Yes, go to BeOnTheAir.com. You can use the links in the YouTube and Twitch chats to get there, and click the blue boxes to vote for which answer you want to see in the championship round. Big one. Oh, there's a lot of good degrees. You know what they say, C's get degrees.
That's right.
Well, we wonder who's gonna. I think we have a winner coming in right now. Let's see who's it gonna be.
Social media, digital marketing.
Yeah, I think that is. It's wise, but it's changing a lot these days because of this whole, AI thing. right? A lot of this stuff is now, being written by AI. So I think that you should combine that, Megan, with data sciences. Right? Put those two together. You can be creative, and you can like both letters and numbers.
You know what it's like, Keith? It's like peanut butter and chocolate. It's like two great tastes that go great together. And speaking of candy bars, we have our next question. Is this our release, JJ? Our release question? If your love life was a candy bar, what candy bar would it be? This is today's QOTD.
Is it like candy bar? Or is it like candy?
I think we're going to say any candy, right? Just to make it more fun.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I think for me, as with many of the questions that we do, any question is a good opportunity for some puns. So I think my candy bar would be now or later, because I have someone for now, but I also have someone for later.
That's great. Mine would definitely be Snickers because it's laughable.
Mine would be Sour Patch Kids.
Oh. I heard a funny one on the dating game many years ago where the answer to that question was good and plenty.
That's good.
It's still, when you go to the theater, get good and plenties? Nobody?
No, I think I have like a visceral hatred of those candies, actually. I just really don't like black licorice, and I think to candy coat it is just
even better. Yes.
No.
Love good and plenty.
Wow. Well, I think we have some answers coming in from fans, so let's see what these airheads have to say about this question.
If my life was a candy bar, I would be a Snickers because you would have this nutty chocolate caramel flavored person with a little nougat in the middle. Okay.
Entirely different reason than mine.
If my life was a candy bar, I think it would be a arrow bar, yeah, because it's kind of empty.
Yes, but delightful.
Exactly.
Okay, I don't know if this would be a good answer, but I guess there's no good answers. I would say peanut M&Ms. I know that's not a candy bar, but this is how I look at it. My love life, there's lots of different people from all walks of life that have come in and out of my love life. Mm-hmm. So to me, it's like the different colors of the peanut M&Ms on the outside, but then at the root of it all, on the inside, I feel like everyone that's walked into my love life has had like a very mature, like we've had a mature connection, at least on my end. So I look at like the peanut to be like that mature part of the candy. So yeah, that's what I would say for that answer.
Yeah, it's like a meal wrapped in dessert.
And on the inside, all nuts.
Yeah.
If my love life was a candy bar, it would be the zero candy bar.
Oh no!
If my life was love life was a candy bar, I'm just gonna make it a candy instead. I feel like it would be black licorice because for a really long time no one has liked me.
Including Reid.
If my love life was a candy bar, it would have to be a Snickers because I'm a little nutty. I like my men a little nutty and silly, and I'm caramel and soft on the inside, and I like my men chocolate. Period.
Says it all. We had 2 votes for the Snicker bars. So who are we gonna vote for, folks? You gotta pick one and send them to the finals. It's gonna be Crystal with the Snickers bar, Knox with the Air bar, Sonia's peanut M&Ms, many flavors, all full of something good inside. Chris, the zero bar. Alicia's got the black licorice that nobody likes. And Makame, also a Snickers fan. Listen, if you love nougat, you gotta vote for one of those 2. Otherwise, you've got some choices there. Click on the blue buttons on the bottom of your screen. If you don't see any blue buttons, maybe you're on YouTube or Twitch, you can click on the links in the chat to open up a window that will enable you to vote. It actually opens up the site, BeOnTheAir.com, which is running this show simultaneously.
Well, high tech.
I think Snickers are objectively the best candy too. Like, just the flavor profile is so good.
Yeah. And by the way, I reject that wholly. Oh, Almond Joys.
Yum.
Also chocolate on the outside, also have nuts on the inside, you know.
The Zero Bar has taken it all, so I guess we're all wrong.
No. He's got love coming his way. He was voted number 1. He's going to the finals.
True. Yeah, I think, there was a lot of people in the answers today who were like, 0, there's nothing, no one likes me. And to you, I say, everyone loves candy. So there's something coming for everyone. I'll say that.
Oh, thank you, JJ. Give me hope.
Spreading positivity. That's what the show does best.
Yes.
Speaking of spreading positivity, I think we are about to have the most positive part of the show because we've gone through all 7 questions for today, and that means it is time for the championship round. The big one we've gone through. We have all of our winners, and now it's time to see who is the best of the best.
I'm stretching for the finals.
Anyway, good point.
So the way this works is you guys have voted for each of the 7 questions today, the one that you think is the very, very best. We're going to run them all off against each other. We'll quickly run through those questions just to remind you of what people were saying. And then it'll be time to do the final vote. All right?
Well, what do we say we do a little recap just to see what the answers were? Let's do it.
I would have to say, for not my current boss, but previous bosses, direction would be really helpful, and to not put so much pressure. We're just serving ads. We're not doing brain surgery.
Yeah, Christine answering the question. If you could give your boss a performance review, what is it that you say?
Age would be 22. I was fresh out of college, had my first job, my first house, and my first car, a decent income that was enough to accommodate all my expenses, and I was taking a lot of travels and tours of places I've always dreamt of going. That's the best age of my life, 22.
So if you could be one age for the rest of your life, which age would you choose? Not baby.
Probably being a superstar athlete, playing basketball for the NBA.
So if you could be famous for anything, what would you choose to be famous for? Apparently.
If I could have an advanced degree in anything, I would choose to have a degree in digital marketing and social media management. I'm not sure that social media management is a degree, but I want to be really, really good at it so that I could use that degree to manage social media for healthcare practices.
Right on. So Megan's answering the question. If you could have an advanced degree right now, what
My
would it be?
dog definitely thinks everybody's a dog. So we have a turtle, we have lizards, we have birds, we have a cat, and the dog treats every animal like another dog. The dog is convinced that the cat is a dog. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it is. So I would say the dog thinks everybody's a dog. Because even when I had a little tiny bird that I found, a fledgling, the dog even thought the bird was a dog. So unfortunately, dogs are not the brightest. They think everything else is a dog.
So if your dog or other pet, does it think that you are also that same kind of pet, or does it think that it is
If
human?
this was my last day, I'd probably go see all the friends I could, and then go skydiving or all those other bucket list items as quickly as I can, and just cause some chaos and hope I don't hurt anyone, but just have fun.
So if it was time for your checkout, if it was your last day, what would you choose to do?
If my love life was a candy bar, it would be the Zero candy bar.
Yeah, describe your love life in as a candy bar, what candy bar describes your love life best? Boy, all good questions, but we got to choose one. Back to my Highlander motif, there can be only one. So click one of the blue buttons on the bottom of your screen and we can send one of these folks to the finals. For our friends on YouTube, you can click the link and go to BeOnTheAir.com where you will see the buttons on the bottom of the screen, enabling you to vote.
Yes, the big one. This is when the votes really, it's coming down to the big votes.
Yeah, this is the championship. The best of the best of the best.
Yes. We had a really great week, I would say. A lot of really good answers, a lot of really good options. I don't know how people will be able to choose.
No, I think these are super questions. The question team did a standout.
Christina with the performance review.
Don't take it too seriously, guys.
Maybe we're too clownish. Christina came up with a serious answer to a serious question, and she is the champion of the week. Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Nice job, Christina.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, yeah, exactly. 7 days, 7 questions. Thanks for everybody who participated. But it's not like the job is over, because once you climb the mountain, there's another mountain on the other side, right? It's another week of questions. It all starts later today when we get the first question of the week. And there'll be one every day until next Thursday, where we take the 7 best and we vote once again, putting the best people on the air on the Big Show. If you want to be on the air as well, all you got to do is go to BeOnTheAir.com and record your answer to any of the questions, starting with the one that we will launch later today. Does anybody know the question? Can we give a hint to our global audience?
For our question, our next QOTD?
Yes.
Our next QOTD kicks off what JJ referred to as hectic hypotheticals. And we're talking about skills and celebrities and houses in history next week. So, beginning with skills, maybe a skill that you had the opportunity to learn when you were younger, but you didn't do it.
Oh, what would that skill be? I see where we're going with that. Well, folks, if you subscribe to our channel on YouTube, you will get the announcement every single day, or you can go to BeOnTheAir.com. You can register there, and we will send it to you your email inbox. So follow us, right?
Yes.
Who's going to do the outro today? Whose job is it?
I can do it. Well,
yeah.
Everyone, thank you for joining us for today's Big Show. See you all in the coming week with some amazing new questions. We are QOTD and BeOnTheAir.com signing off, and we will see you all on TV. Bye, everyone.